schedule. No one has a better schedule than Mark Schlereth. He just shows up and works whenever he wants to.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Says the guy who isn't here again today.
I know
Stokley.
I know it.
There's the guy who is here. Another
Iron Man.
working another hour. I love how you went into our program director's office yesterday and started lobbying for a Above and Beyond award.
I know she shot me. She shot me right down too.
Really quick.
She mentioned all the times on Fridays when I'm out, gotta go, guys, gotta go to practice. Talking to the Browns today.
Might be able to give you an hour today.
Yeah,
maybe 2. Might only be gotta get in the car early. Might only be about 15 minutes in the car.
Yeah, but that was already. that was pre-negotiated, Mike. That's not that's part of the deal. Part of the deal. What are the odds? What are the odds? We got the 5K bracket challenge, and the tournament starts today.
Today is one of the best days in sports. One of the best play hooky days, long lunch days out there on the sports calendar. Day 1 of March Madness.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And so, what are the odds by the end of the show I can figure out my password at 1043thefan.com or whatever we
.0.
Yes.
And I log in and actually make my picks. What are the odds?
Statistically impossible.
I said.
All right, now I can't even get out of the home screen. I don't know what's going on here.
I said you just have to use the same login information that you did for the football pick'em.
All right.
And then you just looked at me, and I was like, "You're right." The absurdity of that comment the moment I said it.
Yeah.
Should have known.
Don't. I'm really. This is not going well for me. I've already been kicked out of one. It says login. Okay, login. I click it. Nothing. Dead.
Well, I'm going to warn, but actually it's not a warning. It's actually a happy days because I'm already sensing it from you. Punchy Mark.
Oh.
Punchy Mark is the best Mark.
Oh.
Punchy Mark is the most entertaining Mark because when you get a little tired and a little punchy, buckle up, folks.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a heck of a ride.
I was thinking about you last night. You were in a no-lose situation because your hometown team was playing your favorite team.
All right.
So I was like, Mike can't lose. When we got to the shootout, we got to overtime, then we got to the shootout. I was like, well, Mike can't lose. Like Mike is good, and so that I was up late, and then this morning at like 3:43, I got up, went to the bathroom, laid back down, was like, okay, go to sleep.
Nope. The moment that happens, you're doomed.
Yeah, you're absolutely doomed. So then I got up, and I've been looking at the running backs on film. There was one more guy that I want to look at, so. I got up out of bed about 4:15, went downstairs, poured myself a cup of coffee, and started watching. Well, I did my devotional first, and then I started watching tape on the Arkansas kid, Mike. I think it's Mike Washington Jr.
Well, we're going to have a special Telestrator Tuesday on a Thursday coming up at 7:30, where you take a look at 5 running backs.
Yeah,
that we will be discussing for the Broncos with their now second-round pick, unless they move back up. When it comes to the draft. So we'll do that coming up a little over an hour. Last night, it was worth staying up for. Unfortunately, I understand why. Let me just get it out there. I understand why they have to do what they do in overtime, but boy, that was just a shame. That what was terrific hockey. That was that was a playoff game.
Yeah.
From the moment I sat down to watch that game, I'm like, okay, this feels like a playoff game, and it was like that through the entire 60 minutes. And then to have to decide it in a gimmicky way stinks. But afterwards, the Avalanche, even in a shootout loss and giving up a point in the standings to Dallas, still felt like there were a lot of positives, right, Cale McCarr? What do we got?
Oh man, what?
Why is that?
Boy, I'm the punchy one, huh?
I didn't plug.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Okay, Johnny. I will take the blame, but we all know who plugged this in.
Wow. I mean,
oh no, who plugged this in?
bus tosser. Mike Evans, bus tosser.
Thank God we've got the little guy.
Yeah. Oh, look at Johnny. He comes right in with those nimble little fingers.
Okay.
Look at him. It's your chubby fingers that.
God, it's like Schlereth. It got locked down.
Oh my
wait,
God!
Come back here.
Oh, look at that. You know what? We're off the rails. Let's just talk about the game.
Let's just talk about this.
We don't need to hear Cale McCarr.
Well, let me ask you this.
All right.
Because what the Avalanche were telling us afterwards was that despite the loss and despite giving up a point, this was a moral victory. So
What?
that even in a loss, they love the way they played. Again, it's not doing it, Johnny. What's going on?
Give Cale McCarr a break. He needs it
Cale,
after last night.
Yeah, Cale had a very good game.
Yeah.
But
Everybody had a good game.
yeah, the message from the Avs, from Cale McCarr to Jared Bednar, was really liked the way we played, and if we continue to play this way, we'll be fine. So, Avs are tossing out
morals.
Moral victory. Now, you and I are both moral victory guys, so I'm inclined to agree with them. But I know a lot of people out there, the moment you bring up moral victory, they just they recoil.
Yeah, I thought defensively they were so much more tied together. The amount of time, and I don't know what the statistics say, but the amount of time they were in the offensive zone, the O zone, I like to call it, incredible. You know, it was interesting to me, Mike, because I think there's a couple things. Like, I understand why you like Dallas so much. They play to their identity. Like, they play. You know what that reminded me of? Remember Muhammad Ali when he went? Was it Larry Holmes that he did rope-a-dope on? And then, like, in the 15th?
No, that was
who was it that he played the rope-a-dope game on?
That was either George Foreman or Joe Frazier.
Yeah. Okay, George Foreman.
Frazier.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, so one of those.
They've been Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle, or
Yeah.
Thrilla in Manila, something like that.
Where he just stood on the rope, he just hung in the ropes, let the guy punch himself out, and then, like, the 15th round, he knocked him out. That's how they play. I mean, at one point, it was like 20-some shots to 8. They don't care. And defensively, they clog up the middle of the ice. You cannot get it across you can't get it across the slot east and west. So, I mean, and the Avalanche kept trying to feed guys. The puck kept getting poked away. It was frustration to watch to a degree. And I just kept thinking to myself, try something else. It was like when the Nuggets were shooting threes and couldn't make any of them. Try something else. But it was an epic game. It really was an epic game. And, yes, the Avs did play a heck of a lot better defensively. I thought they were more tied together. Like I said, their ability to hold it in the O-zone and get shots on goal.
Got a power play goal.
Yeah, got a power play goal. Again, Ottinger was just – that dude is amazing.
And
he was great.
That still remains until proven otherwise in the playoffs. That remains, I think, the key difference between these two teams. Wedgwood played great yesterday. He was fine. And there was nothing wrong with Wedgie. But Ottinger was the difference.
Yeah.
That was the difference in the game. The Avalanche outshot Dallas 31-14 in regulation.
Just a quick observation. Because you're a Dallas guy.
Oh, jeez.
And you've watched a lot of
three
Dallas.
of them.
Right. So, Ottinger, did you see his helmet?
No.
It had a tiger on it.
Okay.
If your name is Ottinger, wouldn't you call him, like,
Otter?
Wouldn't he have an otter on his helmet instead of
imposing to have
an otter?
I mean, tell me how many intimidating otters you've come across.
Otters are one of the hardest working animals in the animal kingdom.
I thought that was.
Beavers are, but they're number one. But otters are in the same family.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, otters are like that hard-working cousin that goes. He's a mechanic. And he's always at work, and then when he comes home, you swing your car by and say, "Hey, man, there's making a funny rattle."
I don't know.
That's the otter.
The otter might be the lazy brother-in-law that always seems to be just camping out in your basement.
Just a sponge. While
the beaver's working hard every day,
the otter's just lounging around,
sponging,
looking for you to throw him a clam so he can break it on his belly. I don't know. I think that guy should have an otter on his helmet. That's
I told
just me.
you, folks, it's already started.
I couldn't help but look at him and go, why does this guy, I saw every time they showed him after a great save.
Oh, you got turned off. The Nuggets lose in Memphis. Was this loss so bad it makes you doubt their ability to win big come playoff time? We got to hear from Jaylen Waddle for the first time since the trade, and one clear thing came through listening to this guy. That's all coming up next.
With the Dallas Stars on their heels in the Central Division, do the Avs need to ride the hot hand at goaltender?
This is such an unbelievably talented team, and they've pushed their chips into the middle to win a cup. And I'm loyal to a point, but if Wedgwood continues to play better than him, come playoff time, you've got to make that switch.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply STOP to opt out.
Do you have caregiving experience as a parent, teacher, nanny, coach, or in another similar role? Hop Skip Drive is looking for experienced caregivers who want to help students in their community by driving them to and from school. Earn competitive pay for the ride you complete, all while helping your community. If you have your own vehicle that is no more than 15 years old, a clean driving record, and caregiving experience with children, you could become a Hop Skip Drive care driver. Just text CAR to 323232 to get started right now. Hop Skip Drive gives you the flexibility to set your own schedule and earn competitive pay. It's simple. Drive in your free time and make a real difference for students right in your neighborhood. Don't wait. Text CAR to 323232 right now. Text CAR to 323232 and start earning boosted rates per ride during Hop Skip Drive's welcome promotion period. That's CAR to 323232. Text CAR to 323232 now.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
When the Nuggets are knocking down threes, you score too. If Denver hits 15 or more three-pointers, you score a free 28-ounce Gatorade Lower Sugar the very next day at your friendly King Soopers. Gatorade Lower Sugar is scientifically formulated with Gatorade's #1 proven electrolyte blend and has 75% less sugar than Gatorade Thirst Quencher and no artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors. Big shots deserve next-level hydration only at King Soopers.
You live in Colorado, you love those mountain views. Well, you want to maximize your window space, your glass space, and you could do that with custom windows at windownation.com. Windownation.com, they're there for you with over 1,500 styles and colors to choose from. And in March, the more you buy, the more you could save. Up to 50% off all window styles right now at windownation.com. You can go out there, get your windows done, and enjoy that beautiful Colorado scenery. It's windownation.com. Visit windownation.com for your free consultation today.
Now that it's nice outside, I can't wait to spend time at my favorite outdoor oasis right in my own backyard. With my custom built-in grill island, comfy patio furniture, and blazing fire pit from O.W. Lee, I may never want to leave. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio to let you know that we'd love to help you create your very own outdoor oasis in your backyard. Lair's offers the widest variety of top-quality O.W. Lee furniture and fire pits. With a great selection of in-stock items along with our custom ordering process, you can choose the exact style and color that will make your patio sizzle this summer. Lair's also sells the top names in quality barbecue grills and accessories to help you create an outdoor kitchen that will be the envy of your neighborhood. Lair Fireplace and Patio is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in barbecues and outdoor furniture. Family owned and operated since 1954. Go to LairFireplacePatio.com and see why O.W. Lee is the most sought after name in quality outdoor furniture and fire pits. That's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's outdoor room experts.
Visit any of Lair Fireplace and Patio's beautiful showrooms.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion or or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
If your heating and cooling system isn't keeping up, now's the time to upgrade. Enjoy better performance, improved indoor air quality, and energy savings with a new Bryant heating and cooling system. For a limited time, take advantage of rebates, incentives, and 0% financing on select Bryant systems. For quick fixes or entirely new heating and cooling systems, Bryant will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Visit BryantColorado.com to find a local Bryant dealer today. Bryant, whatever it takes.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
You know what I could really go for right now? Literally anything that comes in a McDonald's carton, wrapper, or bag. Or a McDonald's cup. Yes, any of those items should do it.
And if you could go for a deal, now get free medium fries with the purchase of any hot, juicy Quarter Pounder with cheese or new Big Arch. Just what your cravings ordered. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Massive biceps.
Your arms look big. I don't know if it's fat or muscle.
You watch, not you.
Minor accomplishments.
I did yoga yesterday. I signed up and took a yoga class yesterday.
And having each other's backs.
Mrs. S. Lana, Stoke's playing golf today, and Stoke has no intention of going appliance shopping with you. Here's the deal. Just so you know.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, yesterday at this time, we were praising the Nuggets. What an easy win. What an efficient win. Nobody had to play heavy minutes. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, sat out the fourth quarter. Easy win, right? Figure they'd have a lot left in the tank going back out on the road to play a Memphis team that stinks, that has pretty much given up on their season. And yet right from the start, Nuggets media was putting out the idea, well, we got in late, traveled, got in late, head hit the pillow, late night, early morning.
Oh,
they
man.
were already, and this is something I've noticed with Adelman, and it is a pet peeve of mine, and something you never really heard from Malone, was, the schedule. They, a lot of complaining about the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think it's kind of, the self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You talk it into existence. Pretty soon people are thinking about it, and then you come out and submit arguably one of your 3 worst losses of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I remember going back to college. University of Idaho playing Houston today, a little bit later.
8 o'clock tonight.
Big time.
I got Idaho through to the Elite Eight.
Upset alert. By the way, just a sidebar, just a quick note. I have gotten in to the bracket challenge.
All right.
Luckily, I put face memorization on my phone, so it remembers my passwords for me because I can't remember any of my passwords ever. I don't understand it. Too many passwords. And then people trying to steal stuff. People suck. Anyhow, what were we talking about?
Why every password you have is Stink69. So.
Yeah, right. Well,
come on now.
6969, and I can't remember that. What were we talking about? Oh, the Nuggets. Soft. Nuggets are just soft. You talked about it. Adelman talks it into existence. Oh, it's a real tough trip for us. We got in late. We didn't have to play the night before. Like, stop it. Just stop. Like, stop with the excuses. Like, put it on. Like, so when I was at the University of Idaho, that's where I was going. I remember now. I was at the University of Idaho. Coach Keith Gilbertson. Gilby, great coach. Great coach. Gilby is awesome. But Gilby used to say all the time, like, we'll bus to Salmon, Idaho, and play him in the freaking parking lot. We don't care. Like, where is the, why do we have to pamper our little nuggets? Oh, we got to go all the way to Memphis, and we got in late.
It was a rescheduled game, and
the pillows were hard.
Yeah, I know. It's
just, you guys didn't even play the other night. The team didn't even. I shut it off at halftime. They were so bad. They didn't even show up. Philadelphia didn't even want to play. They didn't want to be here.
And I'm not going to give them a pass because while Jokic was out, we praised this team for how many clutch professional efforts they put out there.
What was their record? Like 11-6 when he was out, something like that?
When they were undermanned and everything like that, they just played with a lot of heart and a lot of guts. Where was that last night? And the Nuggets are now in the final spot before you are in the play-in.
Mm-hmm.
They're holding down the 6th spot right now.
Yeah.
Which, intriguingly enough, would mean if the playoffs were to start right now, first-round matchup. Actually, no, first-round matchup with the LA Lakers.
I'll tell you what, if I was the coach, I'd have a doctor come in. Doctor would be in there, and every guy's got to take a physical. And then I'd have the doctor check and say, hey, you know what? We're going to have to check. You're going to have to cough because we're going to have to make sure they're there.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to have to make sure they're there. Because right now, the way they play, they are a button-pushing every now and again. When do we have to give effort? I'd love to see them at one point, just one point before the playoffs start, to put 4 quarters together where they actually play hard. How about that? Can we see that? Anyone?
How about it, David Adelman?
I understand what happens with scheduling and all those things, but you can control turnovers. You can control getting back. You can control rebounding. So the 29 fast break points, 12 offensive rebounds, a lot of areas we had talked about this morning. We had to shore up to win the game. We didn't do it, and you give their guys credit.
You can't, David Adelman. You can't control it when you don't play hard. You can't control it when you're not focused. You can't control it when you feel sorry for yourself. You can't control it when all you do is talk about the scheduling and how tough it is and how tired your guys are and how late you got in and how hard the pillows were. No, you can't. Dude, I have no – look at, man, I have gone – I have vacillated. I will be the first one to raise my hand. I have vacillated back and forth on this team. Dude, the overall toughness of this team, I'm not a believer.
All right. What else we got going on? We heard from Jaylen Waddle for the first time yesterday, did a Zoom call, and was pretty short and to the point with a lot of his answers. But one thing came through. There was a theme that came through if you listened to Jaylen Waddle. This is a guy who has no ego. This is not a wide receiver diva. This is a guy who seamlessly fits in to the Broncos culture.
I wouldn't say nothing personal. I would say for the team, just take it week by week and, try to go out there and play a good brand of football and, try to stack some wins together.
Man, I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited about Jaylen Waddle. I'm excited about him being here. I'm excited about what he is as a player. I'm excited for him to get out of that mess, to get out of that culture, to get out of, Crockett and Tubbstown. I'm so excited. Like, it's impossible to win in Miami. Forget about it. It'll be interesting to see what Jeff Hafley does down there in Miami. But it just is like it just that culture, that superstar culture, that Miami vibe, the pedal pusher pants, and the dude. It is just hard to get dudes to grind.
Up next, Mark teases a special Telestrator Tuesday. looking at the running backs that figure to be possibilities to become new Broncos. And we'll hear from one of them, a Golden Domer, next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, I come bearing good news. If you're currently being pressured, harassed by the IRS, even if this is not a good time for you financially, it may be the best time to work out a resolution, a compromise with the IRS. That is the advice of Todd Whalen, the founder of Advanced Tax Solutions, who has made it his life's work to help his clients out of jams with the IRS. I've met the clients, heard the stories, legendary resolutions, saving people thousands and thousands of dollars, not to mention all that stress and anxiety. Battling the IRS is no picnic. Tax levies, tax debt, back taxes, or any other type of tax problem. It doesn't matter how you got here. It's all about finding a solution and getting you back in the system. It'll be a lot easier having Advanced Tax Solutions by your side. Over 50 years of experience dealing with the complex details and changes in the tax codes and all the Colorado-specific laws. You can learn more about Advanced Tax Solutions by checking out one of their free online workshops to help you understand how to fix your tax problem. Just call 303-753-6040 and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Hey guys, your boy Snake here. Just because it's winter doesn't mean I'm sitting around waiting for the spring. I'm planting the yard, moving dirt, getting things ready for what's next. My friends at Bozar Chevrolet and Celebration Chevrolet, they're doing their cleaning right now too. It's the Not So Winter event. Between everyday driving, busy schedules, and everything life throws at you, your vehicle works hard. And if you've been thinking about upgrading, now's the time to clean up your driveway and drive something new. Only at Bozar Chevrolet and Celebration Chevrolet. The Not So Winter event going on right now.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage. Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle? Yes, that's something we can do. Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car. Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change. Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba. Again, we don't need the specifics. Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons. Okay. But she kept the shoes because they are adorable. Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated. So don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart. Just complete the purchase. Hurry! This deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BACK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BACK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BACK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
It's the College Hoops Showdown, wall-to-wall basketball, and zero time to mess with your lawn. At Waterloo Turf, they help Denver homeowners trade yard work for game time. No mowing, no watering, no mud on game day. Just a green championship-level lawn all season long. Perfect for watch parties, pets, and backyard hoops. From backyards to putting greens, Waterloo Turf installs premium artificial turf built for Colorado. Visit waterlooturf.com/Denver and book your free consultation. Waterloo Turf, get your Saturdays back, and don't miss the buzzer.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Cajun Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Caffeine kicks. You're drinking from a cup of coffee that's clearly not yours. Right. Because on the side it says, Mama needs more coffee.
Selective amnesia.
I mean, things come out of my mouth. I don't remember from segment to segment what I said.
And oversimplification.
Mike used to be intelligent before he started working with me, and I've dumbed him down.
He has dumbed me down a lot.
I'll be honest, it's going to be hard to dumb me down.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I recognize my voice. I recognize your voice. Who was that other voice that was in that promo right there? Who is that? Who is that mystery? Who is that mystery man?
I will smack you.
Did you just smack yourself in the face?
No. There was like a giant, like, spiderweb hair. That'd be a Cecil hair. You went right across my eyes.
Oh,
ooh. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, it almost sliced my retina. I mean, it was bad. It was bad.
You'd have to get Dr. Cutarelli on speed dial.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Cecil, he kind of helped put you on the path.
Yes, he did.
Of running backs he recommended you look at that could be available, should be available. Maybe one that has no chance of being available when the Broncos pick. Now,
I've seen a lot of quarterbacks.
Here's what I've done. Because, college football is on in the background while I'm prepping an NFL game.
Right.
While I'm prepping an NFC South game. And so I don't really, I don't pay close attention. I watch enough to be dangerous. And so I say, Cecil, give me the top 5 tight ends. Give me top 5 or 6 tight ends. Give me the top 5 or 6 backs. Give me the top 5, O tackles. Give me the top 5 inside guys. That type of thing. And so then I go home and, like yesterday, on a beautiful sunny day, I spent 3 hours looking at tape of guys.
That's what you love to do.
Well, I don't know that I necessarily. I mean,
no, you love to do it.
I do like to look at tape, but
don't like it. You love it.
Okay, well, I'm
a little kind of obsessed with it.
I'm kind of a little bit of a junkie at looking at things like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to have a special Telestrator Tuesday where you break down some of these running backs that Broncos country needs to get to know. It's like last year when we were talking about Marion Hampton and Travion Henderson and some of these running backs that we thought we never really talked about, R.J. Harvey, and lo and behold, that ended up being the guy. Could Jadarian Price from Notre Dame be that guy for the Broncos when they pick in the second round? He went on with Kay Adams. There she is again. By the way, Kay let it be known that she's going to be meeting up with Sean this week. Sean's coaching in that cash a big payday check that flag football game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Tom Brady thing.
Yeah.
Guys are getting paid.
And Sean's, because it was supposed to be like in Dubai.
Yeah, exactly.
But because of because of what's going on in Iran and everything, I think they canceled Dubai. Where's it at now? Do you know?
I think it's in L.A. Honestly, hasn't really been front of mind for me. I wasn't even thinking about it until Kay mentioned it, and then anything Kay says, I pay attention to.
Yeah, you pipe up.
Anyway, here was Jadarian Price talking about his rather intense meeting with Sean and George Payton at the Combine.
It was intense, I'm not going to lie, but a couple of interviews like that were intense. When you got the head coach and the GM and other positions coaches in there, it's going to be intense, but you just got to show football and that you love football. And everything to take care of itself.
Yeah, he felt that the meeting went well with the Broncos.
Moments and interviews where they try to get you, and you just got to stay the course, stay calm. And I showed that I knew football, and they congratulated me after and said that, you did a great job. So,
yeah.
So stick with that, yeah.
Did the word Joker come up?
Joker? No.
He didn't say the word Joker?
No.
He's always looking for that Joker role, I think.
She's obsessed. She's more obsessed with the idea of the Joker than
right.
I think Sean.
Well,
is,
I think,
which is why I bought the whole Evan Ingram.
Right.
Because I listened to her.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't really
Very
know.
Very beguiling.
She doesn't, and this is not a criticism of Kay. She doesn't know what the Joker is because the Joker is mysterious. Like, nobody knows what the Joker is. I don't even know that Sean knows what the Joker is.
The Joker's Alvin Kamara.
But the Joker is like this nebulous.
I know,
like,
it could be anything. Anybody.
Yeah.
Like I've already started hearing talk that Jaylen Waddle could be the Joker.
Right. Like there's no real. It's one of those things y'all know. I'll know it when I see it, but there's no real definition of it. It's the Joker. It's like the Chupacabra. Like where are you gonna find the Chupacabra?
Okay, I'll bite.
The Chupacabra?
Yeah.
Oh, the Chupacabra is like this hound wolf thing.
From where?
Mexico.
Is it real?
Oh yeah.
Myth. Like
it'll
Bigfoot.
eat your sheep.
I was in Oregon last weekend. I was on the lookout for Bigfoot.
Yeah. Okay. There's probably a better, not Chupacabra.
Yeah.
But you can look it up. But the Bigfoot or a Yeti.
Yeti. Yeah.
That's like the Joker is the Bigfoot of the NFL. We think Sasquatch. We think it exists, but we're not quite sure.
What'd you see in Price on film?
Oh, I love him. You know, one thing about Notre Dame, and part of this is how you run your offense as a collegiate offense. Man, they are a downhill type of gap, zone, tight zone. So good inside runners. And, whether it was Love or whether it was Price, really that attention to getting your foot in the ground and getting downhill and positive yardage ASAP. And then how are you without the ball in your hand? He was great. There was a couple blitz pickups by Price that I was just like, whoa, give me a tie and a doorknob, please, because he crushed a few people in blitz pickups. So how are you without the ball in your hand? Can you be an every down back? Are you that guy? He's not as big. I don't think he's as big as Love as I remember. I think Love's a little bit thicker, but really a outstanding back.
Well, we'll have more in-depth look at Price and some of these other running backs with a special Telestrator Tuesday, Thursday edition coming up about an hour from now. But up next, going to open up the text lines, the Denver Sports YouTube channel to you and your comments, your feedback. Busy night last night, not a great night. Was this the Nuggets loss that turned you off for good on their playoff chances? Do you take away any kind of moral victory for the Avs in a shootout loss? All the Bronco conversation as well. We'll get to your text and responses and feedback next.
Jaylen Waddle is a Denver Bronco. With Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, and Pat Bryant in the room, where will the former Dolphin star rank among this year's pass catchers? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Imagine a world where you can leave the house and take your Wi-Fi speeds with you. Thanks to Xfinity Mobile, it's not just a fantasy. Just picture it. You're at your kid's soccer game streaming the other game in 4K. Just like that, in the airport, download a cozy family comedy in a snap with Wi-Fi Power Boost. What if the places you had to be felt more like the places where you wanted to be? That's the magic of Xfinity Mobile. Reliable Wi-Fi and 5G when you need it. Xfinity, imagine that. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Visit XfinityMobile.com to learn more. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus regular rates of 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, an AT&T starter as of 2/10/26. Taxes, fees, extra after promotion. Regular rate supply.
Think about this. In 2006, $20,000 equaled roughly 33 ounces of gold at the spot price. At today's prices, those 33 ounces would be worth over $150,000. Smart Americans diversify a portion of their savings into precious metals. That's why I buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's a crucial part of my balanced strategy. Gives me peace of mind given all the events that could impact the U.S. economy. See if holding gold in a tax-sheltered retirement account is right for you too. Birch Gold can help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Just text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to receive your free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, let Birch Gold help you diversify with gold. Now that's peace of mind. Text Dan to 989898. Again, text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 today. Message and data.
I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaWeightLoss.com, and it's never coming back. I am never gaining that weight back because I learned how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat with SodaWeightLoss.com. You can join Soda for a short time that have results that last a lifetime. Call them up at 1-866-800-SODA. That's 1-866-800-SODA. Or go online to SodaWeightLoss.com. And I lost those 60 pounds, and I'm never going back because of the personalized touch that SodaWeightLoss.com gives you with a personal nutritionist that's always available via text when you have questions, you have concerns. Sometimes you just need encouragement on your weight loss journey. Have a friend there. Have your personal nutritionist there for you. It's SodaWeightLoss.com. It's changed my life. I look and feel 10 years younger, and I love it. You'll love it too. Go to SodaWeightLoss.com. Again, call them up, 1-866-800-SODA. Join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime at SodaWeightLoss.com. SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
When you want a new car, you want it now. That's why AutoNation moves at the speed of savings. Right now, put your tax refund to work at AutoNation. Even drive with zero down plus zero payments till June. No speed bumps, no detours, just great prices on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Save on thousands of vehicles with zero down plus zero payments till June. Act fast, save now at your nearest AutoNation store. 60-month max term financing on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details. Expires 3/31/26.
Hey guys, boy Stink here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell. Still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Is your money doing everything it can for you? Like automatically pushing more of your money to savings every day?
I don't think so.
Then switch to Huntington Bank. And let's get more from money. Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your help.
Score big. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Listed as questionable for tomorrow. And if you follow the NFL injury report, usually if you're listed as questionable, you end up suiting up.
You're going.
So I'm not going to go probable, but I'm going to go questionable for Stoke tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to need to know because it affects it doesn't affect my actual wake-up time, but it affects my arrival time.
Correct.
So I'm going to need.
Like I said, you've looked very comfortable. If Stoke is back tomorrow, I'm not gonna lie to you. It'll be a bit jarring looking at him sitting there instead of you. You've gotten very comfortable there this week.
I'm very, very comfortable here, and just dropped under 250.
What you just did was just
dropped under 250.
I want because people are getting moving and maybe eating breakfast, that kind of thing. So, but nature called for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not number one. And you're like I don't think I can make it through this next segment. I'm like, you only got like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we don't have any time left. How much time do we have, Johnny? 2 minutes. Dude,
I was in with time to spare.
You ran out of here and came back in 1 minute and 56 seconds. I timed it. That was incredible.
It's one of my.
It was Herculean, heroic.
If you want
whatever
to talk,
H word you want to use.
If you want to talk about my many, many, many talents, that is probably number one on the list. It is. I am.
Brings me number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get to some open text lines here and also Denver Sports YouTube channel.
Wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, a lot to react to. We want
Did we ever find out
people
if the otter works
sea
hard?
Otters can be very, very dangerous, very intimidating. Sea otters.
Yeah.
Not the cozy little ones that you know.
Well, just put a sea otter on your helmet.
You're referencing the otter that was on Ottinger's. Or no, a tiger that was on Ottinger's helmet. But you wanted it to be an otter.
Sure, because you're going to call him. If your name is Ottinger, you're going to be Otter.
Hey, be careful talking about things, Dallas. I don't want you to be labeled as a Stars fan. So.
Well, I mean, I just didn't understand. Every time they flashed him after another save, I was just like, why is there not an otter on this guy's helmet? Like, what do we do? How are the Dallas Stars missing out? That could cost them.
On the RamosLaw.com text line, is it just me? Is it just me? Friday coming up tomorrow, but early, is it just me? Is it just me? Or was that sound the door shutting on the playoffs for both the Avs and Nuggets last night? That's from Brian. Bit premature, okay? Especially with the Avs. Look, it's gotten tighter than I thought it would get, but Dallas has just been out of their heads.
That goaltender's
over
undefeated
the last month.
over the last 13 games.
Yeah,
Ottinger's undefeated.
Yeah, so it's gotten close, but
see Ottinger.
The Avs still have a 2-point. And by the way, when I say they still have a 2-point lead, it's not just a 2-point lead for the division. It's a 2-point lead for the best record in hockey. The Avs wake up this morning still the best team in the NHL. They got a 2-point lead over Dallas. They have a game in hand. That game in hand will be played tomorrow night at Chicago as they kick off a 4-game road trip. and take care of business, and there's no reason you shouldn't. Take care of business, beat Chicago tomorrow, and you've played the same amount of games and you got a 4-point lead. Worst places to be in.
Sure.
So I'm not going to smoke the Avs just because of what we saw last night. Now the Nuggets, that gets a little bit more interesting because now you got to look at it and say, okay, is a loss in Memphis on a back-to-back, is that so damning, or do you soften it by saying, look, you're not going to be playing back-to-backs in the playoffs. You didn't have Aaron Gordon, and maybe this is a Nuggets team that is starting to realize the second or third seed is out of play, and there's a little bit of boredom kicking in.
So, all right. I mean, I get all those things. I get all the losers lament and the losers limp.
I know how it sounds.
Right.
As I was saying it, I know how it sounds.
That was not back-to-back games. You took the fourth quarter off in the game against Philly. Philly didn't even show up. They showed up with their G League team. So that was not a high-stress, high-emotion, high-anything game. That was a casual walk-in-the-park scrimmage. And that was varsity versus C team, the ninth graders. I mean, that was not even close. And to go to Memphis and to not rebound, to give up 12 offensive rebounds, to not shut down the fast break game, to not play defense, like to go there and lay that egg, unacceptable. I don't care how hard your pillows were. I really don't. I don't care how hard they were. Well, it's tough. It's that time of the year. I don't care. You haven't earned that. You haven't earned that this season. And hey, listen, we can talk about how great they were when Jokic was out, and they've had Gordon out, and Watson was out, Payton I don't care.
Here's another one on the RamosLive.com text line. Guys, firing Michael Malone is the worst thing to happen to the future of the Nuggets. Tell me why I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not. Listen, man, I know, everybody praises Adelman about the X's and the O's and all the stuff that, that quote unquote Michael Malone wasn't.
Also that he is a more player-friendly coach.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need somebody in there that can change diapers.
After last night,
right. They need.
Does all of a sudden big bad mean Michael Malone seem like such a bad thing?
Yeah,
after what you just watched last night,
I could use a couple of rage timeouts.
Right.
I could use a couple of just getting in guys. I could use
no excuses, no explanations. Do your job.
Angry Michael Malone press conference. Gosh, they're just not. They lack a little. Man. No, I'm going to say it, and a Nugget fan, you can turn the channel, or maybe turn it down real quick for a second because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the nastiest 4-letter word in sports. Okay, turn it down. The Nuggets are soft. You can turn it back up now. I mean, Nugget fanboy is not going to like that.
Well,
Nugget fanboy is not going to like that.
Nugget fanboy probably ought to just sit this one out today because you're going to have a hard time pushing back on Stink after what you saw last night.
It just is. It's unacceptable. And I've been talking about this for 2 weeks now. Your flip the switch mentality. We're down by 20. Okay, in the third quarter, midway through, let's really start tightening up the screws. I would love. I don't think I'll see it. I would challenge them. This is a challenge to the Nuggets. I would love to see you guys play 4 quarters all out. And I know it's a game of ebb and flows, but you know what you can do? Even when the ball isn't going through the basket, you can play hard. You can play stellar defense, right? You can not give up offensive rebounds. You can box people out. You can do things. And you know what? And Adelman can say it. You could say it. But you can't say, hey, man, we got to play a little tougher and we got to do this and we got to do that. But at the same time, man, the schedule's tough. You build in excuses for your guys. I've had enough of it. I've enough.
Coming up, we'll hear more from Jaylen Waddle now that he's a Denver Bronco. The Avs, they lose in a shootout, but did they fulfill my 3 keys to the game? And boy, looks like our buddy James Marilat not taking last night's Nuggets game very well. A couple tweets we need to share with that James put out yesterday. That's coming up next.
Do the Denver Broncos have a new dynamic duo at wide receiver?
Cortland's the X, into the boundary, on the line of scrimmage. Waddle's the Z, off the line of scrimmage, fast, in and out of breaks. This is Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Stoke here. I've talked about Trajan Wealth for a long time, but now I can say I'm actually a client. They made retirement planning simple. No pressure, no confusing jargon, no feeling like I was being pushed towards something I didn't need. Just clear, honest advice from fiduciaries who put my goals first. I walked out of that meeting feeling more confident, more prepared, and honestly relieved. It was like a weight I didn't even realize I was carrying finally came off my shoulders. And what I love about Trajan Wealth, they're going to come up with that game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, and your needs. So if you've ever wondered whether your plan could be better or if you even have the right plan at all, get a second opinion from my friends at Trajan Wealth. It made a difference for me, and it can do the same for you. Put the ball in your court and call my friends at Trajan Wealth today. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They have offices located in Loveland, Broomfield, and Greenwood Village. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter. Dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LAUGH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LAUGH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LAUGH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Spring weather is unpredictable. You never know which way you'll be adjusting your thermostat unless you have the right windows. And that's why with WindowNation.com, you can count on your home being comfortable regardless of the weather. Their windows are customizable and energy efficient. Expert installers take just one day, and Window Nation products are backed by a lifetime warranty. There's no better time to upgrade with Window Nation. In March, the more you buy, the more you could save. Up to 50% off all window styles. Visit windownation.com for your free consultation today.
In the big tourney, everything comes down to the buzzer. In business, the buzzer sounds when the lights go out. That's why commercial and industrial facilities trust Piper Electric. For over 40 years, they've delivered expert electrical construction, service and maintenance, fire alarm systems, and large-scale power distribution. Their licensed electricians are safety-driven, highly skilled, and built for complex projects. Starting a new project? Include Piper Electric in your bid process to save you time, money, and headaches along the way. Visit piperelectric.com.
If you're in love, you're invited to Williams Jewelers Bridal Fest with our special guest, Takori, March 17th through Saturday, March 21st. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Bruce Williams. Come see the latest from Takori and the best diamond prices of the season.
Shop over 500 of the latest Takori engagement rings and wedding band styles, fresh from California.
Plus, listen to this. 3/4 carat diamonds from just $26.95.
Gorgeous 1 carats from just $39.95.
And natural 2 carat diamonds from an amazing $13,995. Guys, during Bridal Fest, qualified buyers can get 12 months financing interest-free.
Plus, when you spend $5,000 or more during Bridal Fest, you'll receive a Yeti cooler as our gift.
So join us for Williams Jewelers Bridal Fest with our special guest, Takori.
March 17th through Saturday, March 21st at Williams Jewelers.
Your official Takori store.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
Hey guys, your boy Snake here. Just because it's winter doesn't mean I'm sitting around waiting for the spring. I'm planting the yard, moving dirt, getting things ready for what's next. My friends at Beaux-Arts Chevrolet and Celebration Chevrolet, they're doing their cleaning right now too. It's the not-so-winter event. Between everyday driving, busy schedules, and everything life throws at you, your vehicle works hard. And if you've been thinking about upgrading, now's the time to clean up your driveway and drive something new. Only at Beaux-Arts Chevrolet and Celebration Chevrolet, the not-so-winter event going on right now.
Running a business is hard enough. Odoo makes it easier with one simple, all-in-one platform. Start today at odoo.com. ODOO.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Strong delegation.
Somebody's got to be in charge.
Someone has to be the parent.
Somebody has to be the parent, and I just put my foot down.
Proper hydration.
I'm reminded today of my boy Stokley, who I like to refer to as Fluids.
And trust in your teammates.
There was a lot of doubters. There was a lot of haters.
Never any doubt.
A lot of doubt from the guys that know you best, that work with you.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right. Here we go. Waking up here after a late night last night. But we're starting to get lathered up here a little bit. Stinks in full show pony mode because he's punchy because of the aforementioned late hockey game last night. So nothing better, no better radio out there in the world than punchy Mark Schlereth. Brandon Stokley's still off. List is questionable for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which means probably a little bit better than 50-50 that he's here. So
Yeah. And it's not going to snow.
No.
We don't have to worry about that.
I think those days are over.
Yeah.
I'm into full springtime mode now. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
It's been warmer here than in Florida.
I know, it's ridiculous, but
it's insane.
I've just accepted it. It's going to be one of those summers, and let's hope we can come out of it unscathed. The Avalanche played a really good hockey game. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. They fulfilled my 3 keys to the game. We talked about them yesterday. They had to be better, tighten things up defensively from what we saw. Jared Bednar listening and taking the leadership advice of one Nathan McKinnon. They went back to the 12 forwards. Ivan got called up. 12 forwards and 6 defensemen. They outshot Dallas 31-14 in regulation. They laid out it was a hard-hitting, finish-your-check type game.
I'll tell you what, Burns is amazing.
Oh, throwing their weight around.
That dude, that dude's the Iron Man. He's like Cal Ripken of hockey.
Yes.
He's about to ready to set an all-time record, right? Like he's played in over 1,000, some like 1,300 games in a row or something like that he's played in. Like how? How do you stay healthy in that sport with the way you play that game? He's 1 years old?
991.
991
consecutive games.
It's amazing.
So they did a lot of things well, but as tends to be the case with these Avalanche-Dallas matchups, Jake Ottinger was really good again in goal and ultimately proved to be the difference, leaving Cale Makar and the Avs to look for perhaps moral victories?
Yeah, you want to win, but it's not a do-or-die game right now. We still got a game in hand. We got a lot of big road trip coming up here. So for us, I think the main thing was making sure that we get back to our game and feeling good about where we're at through the entire lineup. And I felt like we did that tonight. And even though we had some opportunities that we exploited by them and had some good opportunities maybe in the game, I felt like tonight we played a great game, and again, we just got to keep building off that, and we'll put ourselves in a good spot.
So the cynic out there would say, the Avs are trying to sell you on the idea that this was a moral victory. The word that I guess I would use if I was to sum up how the Avalanche themselves view this was more of a process performance. Not like where you're not obsessed about the outcome as much as you are, did we get back to playing our type of game? And if we can feel confident that we got back to playing our type of hockey, then everything else will take care of itself moving forward.
Question.
This was in their mind, this was more about getting back into the right process.
Are the stars in the Avs' head?
No, because the Avs just a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, played a really good game down in Dallas and ended up winning that game in a shootout. So, no, I don't think they're in their head. I think Jake Ottinger has the potential to crawl in their head a little bit, but I don't think we're there yet.
Here's the thing. You played a much better game defensively. You were way better. You were way more connected. You did a good job checking, playing a little bit of physical style. You totally dominated like time possession in the offensive side of the rink, and you outshot them. What'd you say, 31-14?
In regulation.
In regulation. You outshot them, and yet somehow you still couldn't win that game.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the way that Dallas plays, it's got to be really frustrating.
Yes.
It's got, like, for you, because, they clog the middle of the ice. You can't get it across the slot. You know, that east-west passing game that the Avalanche are so good at. Every time they threw one in the middle, like trying to get a guy that's breaking toward the goal across the ice, and somebody skated in and tipped the puck, and it just has got to be very frustrating, as skilled as they are, that Dallas will just clog up the ice and say, hey, man, we're okay getting outshot 2-1. We're okay getting outshot 3-1.
We'll play hockey rope-a-dope.
Yeah. And it was, I don't know, maybe it's not in their head, but it was in my head last night. I was like, man, this is driving me crazy, because we're certainly completely out skating them. I mean, it was a competitive game. They're just defensively, they're just stellar, and they are frustrating to watch.
Yeah, and we had three keys for the game: be better defensively, get better goaltending, check, and get something from the power play. They had two power play chances. They scored on one. The other one was a really good power play. So they checked all three boxes, and they still lose in a shootout. So yeah, it definitely a frustrating night. They're choosing to find the silver lining that it was a good return to their game performance.
Wedgie. It was only 14. It was only 14 shots in regulation, but he played pretty well.
Yeah. He's your number one goalie.
He's got to be, right?
All you need to know about how Jared Bednar views his goaltenders, that in the biggest game of the regular season, Scott Wedgwood was your starter.
Yeah.
So in a game that absolutely from start to finish, 60 minutes of regulation, felt like and looked like and it was a playoff game. That was a playoff game. Then Scott Wedgwood was the guy you went with.
I talked about
that's all you need to know.
I talked about Ottinger missing an opportunity with the otter on his helmet.
Yeah.
Should have an otter. What about two just butt cheeks with some tighty whities cranked up in the middle of them for Wedgwood? Just a big wedgie.
Just
on
a
there.
full wedgie.
Just a full
one of those things that went up to See some poor kid being
right,
lugged around the hallway with his
skinny little nerdy kid,
tiny whities up to his shoulder blades.
No hair on his butt cheeks.
So the Nuggets, meanwhile, while we were focused on the Avalanche, arguably with their worst loss of the season to a Memphis team that had lost 8 in a row. It was a rescheduled game because of snow in the Memphis area the last time they were supposed to play. And the Nuggets, despite an easy win on Tuesday night, didn't show up last night. And, well, James Marilat, our buddy's had enough. This was our guy, James.
Mr. James Marilat, Mr. Rage Timeout, Mr. Michael Malone needs Michael to Malone's move. Fault. Everything's Michael Malone. Okay, great. Yes. I cannot wait to hear how the 180 turn here on the Nuggets. This is going to be exciting.
These are his tweets. I mean, talk about Rage Timeouts, Rage tweets.
Yeah.
Fire Adelman, trade Jokic, trade Jamal, reboot and rebuild. Time to go OKC style. This team doesn't have it. Followed up by, we're a month away from blowing up the Nuggets. Every coach, every player, everyone is in play.
Wow.
James not handling that well.
No.
Suddenly James Michael Malone doesn't seem so bad, does he?
You know what? Part of the thing is, James is, it's spring break. So all the play dates and all that, James is tired. He's tired. He's driving his kids around. They're 19, but they don't have license.
Right.
So they're driving them around to the bouncy castles and all
how
that.
many days in a row can you go to Jump Street?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, come on now.
Putt golf, and you hunker down to watch a Nuggets victory, and they get blown out.
Coming up next, listening to Jaylen Waddle yesterday, I had this kind of surreal pinch me moment about how fast things have turned around here in Denver. That's next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil. The Drive and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, here during this tournament, we'll be watching some college basketball dynasties, the best of the best. That describes Siltahar Motors, a Colorado dynasty that has made them Colorado's most trusted dealership for 66 years, built on consistency, integrity, and commitment. It's March, which means hoops and truck month at Siltahar Motors. Unlike your bracket, this is a sure thing. Ford F-150 is America's top-selling truck for decades. You can get 0% financing for 72 months, 0 down, 90 days, no payment on select F-150s. SUV buyers get up to $6,000 cash back on Ford Explorer and Bronco. Siltar, 4 big dealerships in one. Ford, Lincoln, Volvo, and Mazda. Massive inventory of trucks, SUVs, and sedans, new and used. Check it all out at schmotors.com. Do all your shopping there if you'd like, or come see them in person at Highway 36 in Wadsworth. GM Greg Larson would love to compare brackets with you. 66 years of trust. That's a dynasty you can count on. Siltar Motors, give everything you want out of a dealership.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey, Brandon Stokley here. Winter might be hanging on, but Colorado, warm one day, freezing the next. And trust me, summer is coming in hot. Beat the rush with an early bird air conditioner tune-up and inspection for only $49 from Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of March. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
I'm Rob Wilhite. For nearly half a century, my law firm has stood up for car accident victims right here in Colorado. Families, workers, neighbors, your community is our community. With over $1 billion won for our clients, our results speak for themselves. If you've been injured in a car accident, you deserve a team with experience, power, and a history of real wins. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or WilhiteWins.com. The Wilhite Law Firm, Colorado's trusted injury law firm for almost 50 years.
Xfinity tech support.
I can't get Jurassic Park back online without...
But no worries. Our Wi-Fi boosted mobile keeps you connected in all kinds of places.
Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. For over a decade, Bluebird Windows and Doors has been servicing the Front Range with products built to withstand Colorado's unpredictable weather. Bluebird's Sunrise Collection windows are built to last a lifetime and are backed by strong warranties. Buy one window and get one 50% off through March 31st. And mention you heard about Bluebird from me, Mike Evans. You'll save an additional 5%. Enjoy the outdoors through energy-efficient Bluebird windows. Visit gobluebirdco.com. Bluebird Windows and Doors. Make today a Bluebird day.
Lame excuses.
This wasn't worthy of the big board of BS. This was just a mistake on my part.
Armchair therapy.
You feel like you're on edge a little bit today. You in a bad mood? You have a good day?
No,
good
I'm fine. I'm fine.
And grace under pressure.
You know what? Maybe you should do a little research while you're here. That way you can write your next book about a small town.
It's pretty, I can't remember what I was supposed to say.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I don't think I'm going to have to give you the fake veteran soap opera actor laugh, because you're on it today. You're very punchy. You like a lot of us, were up late last night watching the game, so you're very punchy. And Punchy Mark is some of the best radio you'll ever hear. So that's I think the laughs will be authentic. Probably more overlaughs than soap opera veteran.
Well, you get tired. You're tired too.
A little tired, yeah.
You're a little tired too. So when you get a little tired too, you're more apt to get one of them good belly laughs.
Yes.
Right.
But hey, I'm glad we had it, because we got to get calloused. We got to get callous. We got to get ready for the playoff grind. We're going to have these.
Yeah.
Because you know what's going to happen. It's going to be if the schedule works out the way it could work out, as it has in the past, you're going to have an Avalanche and a Nuggets game every night.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be an Avalanche one night, Nuggets the next night, and you know how the networks view Denver, Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
We're a West Coast market.
Yeah, West Coast market.
So we're going to have some late tip-offs, late face-offs.
It's going to be
throw in some overtime.
It's going to be the 8:30 puck drop that doesn't drop until about 8:54, right? Like that. So that's going to happen. The good news is the Nuggets get bounced in the first round, so we won't have to stay up late for them anymore, the way they play.
Well,
James Maryland has more.
I don't really have a pushback after that debacle last night. Got to hear from Jaylen Waddle for the first time since the trade.
We kept in contact through the years when Coach Payton's been here, so he's been keeping me in the loop without even knowing.
Jaylen Waddle referencing his close buddy, Patrick Surtain, which, you know, we didn't fall for the whole thing the other day where, you know, wanted to fight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
that's
we kind of saw through
well,
that.
That's because we're
right
guys.
Away. Yes.
Like this show is like you understand that even though we flip each other a ton of grief,
right?
That's how dudes show love.
Correct.
And this is just two dudes showing love. That's when they start talking about how I'd whip your butt in a fight and going back and forth. You knew they were tight. And I truly believe, like, they may have known something was going down, or they were trying to make something going down.
Waddle acknowledged that.
Yeah.
That they've been hearing the whispers and the talk, and they've been talking about Waddle. The Broncos and Dolphins have been talking about Waddle for a while.
Because that was last season where Stokley would be like, yeah, I'd give up a first rounder. And at that point, we didn't know where the first rounder was. I mean, you just didn't. So, yeah, Stoke had said, absolutely, I'd give up a first rounder.
It became like, because Mike Kliss is reporting, he put this out on Twitter yesterday. Quote, trade talks began with Miami stating anything less than a first round plus for Waddle was a non-starter. Had the Broncos been picking 15 instead of 30, maybe not, they engage. Final piece of the trade was the fourth round swap where the Broncos improved 19 spots. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if the Broncos are picking in the top 20, I don't think they make this trade.
Yeah, if they're picking in the 20s somewhere, I think they still make it.
In the 20s, yes.
But you're right.
Top 20?
If they're in the teens somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure either.
Yeah.
So, but it's a great trade. It was a great move by George Payton and Sean Payton to get this done. And the value to me, and we talked about this with the 30th overall pick. There were 10 guys in the last 10 years that we put out there yesterday. TJ Watt, amen. Karlaftis, yes. And there was one other dude that I looked at, and then there were a bunch of Igbinoghenies and guys that are out of the league right now.
Did you just make up a name?
No.
That's a real guy?
Yeah, Noah Igbinogheny. Igbinogheny.
You must have called one of his games.
Struggling. Several of his games.
Okay.
Several.
Hey, I give you credit for studying the names. You'd be surprised how many people in your business
Yeah, but sometimes
don't even look at the roster before they call a game.
You sometimes
number 82 there.
Iggy.
I like his game.
Look at him. Look at him. He's got that number 3 and that number 1.
Yeah.
31.
He's got some sand in his pants.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oily hips.
More from Waddle about being given a chance to be here, and also the idea that he's willing to do whatever's necessary for this offense.
I got a chance to play, all over the place. So I think that helps, just knowing the offense inside and out, being able to put me in different spots. So I think that's always helpful, just being able to go around and play different positions.
Different spots?
Yes.
Different positions? Line them up outside? Line them up inside? Maybe line them up in the backfield? Do we have our new Joker? Do we have our Joker?
No, but
Joker.
We don't know what a Joker is. Nobody does.
Nobody knows?
Nobody knows what a Joker is. Listen, we've got a guy who's smart, who can line up outside, who can motion in, line up inside, can line up out of the huddle inside. Like he is a guy. Like this dude can play. Like you said, he can play X, F, or Z. Doesn't matter. He can play them all. So now that gives you positional versatility, and it gives you a guy that you can move around and do things with that are very special.
The other thing is, I was listening to him talk yesterday, and two things stood out. One, I was happy for him being able to escape the dysfunctional swamp that is the Miami Dolphins and being lucky enough to be able to come here.
Yeah.
And he is. I mean, I have no doubt that this guy just feels like his career has been given a rebirth.
Yeah, new life.
Right?
Yeah.
Here. And I had that moment more than once as I was listening to Waddle, like how happy he is to be here, that in a very short time, Denver, the Broncos, have become a destination place out there for people around the NFL to look at and say, hey, that's a place that does it the right way. That's a place, if I have an opportunity, I'm going to talk to my agent and tell him, hey, keep your options open to get me to Denver.
Yeah.
And to be thinking about that now, where we were just a few years ago.
I saw a list.
I had kind of that pinch me reaction yesterday.
I saw a list of grades of ownership, and the first guy on the list with an A+ grade, Greg Penner. There was 4 or 5 owners that had A+. Then there's a bunch of guys that had A's, and then it went all the way down to, the guy in Arizona that got an F. But it matters. And you're 100% right. I didn't even think about that. This all of a sudden becomes, it's like when, Peyton Manning came here.
Yes.
This became a destination spot. Overnight. And this is more a destination spot, whether you like it or not. And there's a lot of people that don't like this. I'm going to say something that a lot of people is just going to really, get their panties in a wad. But it's become a destination because of Sean Payton. That's where it starts. Now, it's all the other people that you've brought in and stuff, but you have created an atmosphere and a team and drafted a quarterback and put it all together where people want to come.
Well, that was evident listening to Jaylen Waddle for sure. Coming up next, a special Telestrator Tuesday on a Thursday where Mark does a deep dive into 5 running backs that could be in play for the Broncos for this upcoming draft. That's next.
Jaylen Waddle is a Denver Bronco. With Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, and Pat Bryant in the room, where will the former Dolphin star rank among this year's pass catchers? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
All this warm weather, it's time to get outside, be active, social. Just a time when a lot of us want to put our best version of ourselves out there. But if you don't feel that great about yourself, and a big reason why is your continuing hair loss, do what I did. Put yourself in the more than capable hands of Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team at Advanced Hair Restoration. This is a simple one-day hair loss solution that's guaranteed to regrow your own natural hair. No magic, no gimmicks. And I know because I did this 20 years ago. Got introduced to Dr. Pauls when my hair was rapidly receding. My current version that I put out there would be nowhere near that if not for the amazing work done by everyone at Advanced Hair Restoration. So whether it's a bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning hair, Advanced Hair can help you too. I know it. Your own natural hair. You decide where you want it to grow and how much, and Advanced Hair does the rest guaranteed. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Every business starts with an idea. With smart business buying from Amazon Business, get everything you need to grow in one familiar place. From office supplies to IT essentials and maintenance tools. Ready to bring your visions to life? Learn how at AmazonBusiness.com.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040, the husband and wife law firm where you don't get passed around to a law clerk or some call center overseas. You always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades. Protect your home with fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HAWK to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HAWK to 321-321. That's HAWK to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
It's Tallis Raider Tuesday.
John Elway, that was a bootleg pass. We talked about the cross, and remember I said how they run those crosses on you? They run those crosses, then you jump up on those crosses, and they get that post in behind you.
Where Stoke and Stick use exclusive game film each week to take you inside the Broncos game plan.
If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here and try to run this play in the alley.
Here's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
All righty, special edition of Telestrator Tuesday on a Thursday where Mark takes a deep dive into the film. Stoke will be doing some of this as well if and when he ever returns. A lot of theories out there as to why Stoke has not been here all week. Contract holdouts, things like that.
Yeah.
Nothing nefarious. The guy just, had a couple days off, but
yeah, it's funny.
Listed as questionable, maybe a little bit better than 50-50. He's back tomorrow.
I list what's questionable is just his, how he went out with he kept trying to sell everybody on he's the hardest working guy and he's the Iron Man and he's this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden, he just kind of disappears for a week.
Unless you follow him on Twitter.
Well, he just disappears from here.
Yes.
Yes.
But he doesn't disappear.
No.
He is still out there and ever present. So you did a deep dive into some running backs that very much could and will be in play for when the Broncos pick. As of right now, their first pick is the 30th pick in the second round.
Right.
No first-round pick, no third-round pick. They do have the 2 high fourth-round picks. But let's take a look at some of these running backs and what'd you find?
Yeah, well, I think ultimately, we want that kind of every down go-to back, right? That first and second down guy that can come in, in case J.K. Dobbins is hurt, which, the history of J.K. Dobbins would tell you he's going to play about 8 or 9 games.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
So, this is a position that I think the Broncos need to address because I don't think you can be completely sold that R.J. Harvey is going to be that guy for you going forward. Now, you hope and you think he'll improve and, you like what you saw his rookie year, but there is still that aspect of guys that need to be, one cut downhill, don't bounce, because it doesn't work in the NFL. So let's start where a guy that's going to go, probably the one guy that'll go in the first round, he's in play at number 5 to the Giants, Jeremiah Love. He's special. He's just special. Now, some people were comparing him to Saquon Barkley, and I'd say pump your brakes. Pump your brakes on that. But he is a downhill guy, right? He is a one cut, even though he's got speed. He sits at about 6 foot 215. So he's got a big, burly body, but he is smooth. He's a smooth runner, in and out of breaks, really looks for the first opportunity to get downhill, catches the ball well out of the backfield, can be in the blitz pickup game. I love this. The two guys, I'll pair them together because it really was in Notre Dame. It was Jeremiah Love, you get 2 series, and then Jadarian Price, you come in and take a series. Then it's Jeremiah Love, you get 2. Jadarian Price, you get 1. So both of these guys are the same type of guy. They come from a system in Notre Dame where it is going to be some gap. It is going to be some counter stuff. It is going to be some downhill zone, some tight zone stuff. But they run really well between the tackles. They set up the second level. So they're patient enough. They're patient enough to ease into something, to get the linebackers to play over the top so it's easier for the offensive line to block them, and then bam, explode and get out the backside of that while going upfield. And so I saw this on a consistent basis. The other note I took to myself with both of these guys is they affect the game without the ball in their hands. And there's some guys you can't say that about. So these two guys are legit. Obviously, Love is going to be a big-time, top of the first round. But once you get by the first round, the running back position, I think there's going to be plenty of guys in that second round to choose from.
So I want to get to more of them. But one thing that's going to be helpful, I think, for a lot of us as we start looking at some of these college prospects is to try to find some sort of NFL comp.
Okay,
so we can start to kind of think about these guys in terms of their relative unknowns to most of us. So a guy like Jadarian Price.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, this would have been good information to have before I started studying film. You know what I'm saying? When I got the assignment, this would have been a good little tidbit of information. A nugget, if you will.
See, I just figure I put
Just
so much.
give me a nugget.
I put so much respect into your film study that I figure that's just something that immediately
Stop the cap.
pops into your head anyway.
No.
I didn't think this was going to be a reach. Okay, then I apologize.
No.
Do you need more time?
No, for these two guys.
So if Love isn't Barkley, who is he?
So yeah, he is not Barkley. Who would he be? Man, it's a really give me a little bit of time to think about both these guys because Price is not quite as big. Price is 5'11", like 205.
He's basically RJ. He's a little taller version of RJ Harvey, isn't he? Though.
No, he's not kind of built the same. Both these guys are kind of linear. They're longer dudes. Who's a longer? I'm trying to think of a longer dude that that's got fluid inside the tackle.
I gave you too much credit. I should have just made that part of the assignment. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
But I did it for some of the other guys.
I'm tapping the chest. This is my bad.
Yeah.
I gave you too much credit.
You did.
I did.
Well,
I did.
I didn't think about it at the time, and now I'm thinking.
I assumed, and you know what they say about those who assume. So my bad.
Right.
We'll come back to that later.
I will come back to those.
Time to think about
I'll come back to those.
All right, so Jadarian Love, you'd love to see him in Jadarian Price. You'd like to see him.
Yeah, He'd
be a good compliment to RJ Harvey.
Yeah, very good compliment to RJ Harvey. And he is, but both these guys, the thing about both these guys are full-time backs. Think of like James Cook. How about that for both these guys? A little bit longer, really explosive between the tackles, do a good job of setting up the blocks, do everything well. They'll catch the ball out of the backfield. They'll affect the game without the ball in their hands.
James Cook, all right. That's a good comp. I like that.
But just body type and kind of and style, okay? So those two guys.
Juicy.
Is Price somebody you can envision being available at the end of the second round?
Price will probably go at the end of the first, early in the second. But you never know with a running back. You never know with the running back stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're right now in a copycat phase in the league where I think running backs are going a little higher than they may have in the past. All right, move on to the next one.
Okay, where are we going? Let me see here. Let's go to Jonah Coleman from Washington. 5'8", 228. Mo Jones-Drew. That's the vibe I got from watching this cat. And I'm talking about like an inside guy, he's a 4'5" guy, inside runner, does a great job of setting up blocks, really understanding what he's trying to accomplish, understanding where the gaps are. And when he cuts inside, he'll put his foot in the ground, get inside, and he doesn't pop out until he's beyond the line of scrimmage, which I love. So one of the things with RJ Harvey is he'll hit it, and behind the line of scrimmage, he'll decide to bounce out. And then he'll bounce out, and instead of picking up that 3, he loses 2. We've seen that on several. Now, sometimes you break it out and you make a nice 9-yard run or whatever, but more often than not, you get yourself in trouble with that. This guy gets into the line of scrimmage, and he's short, so he kind of can get hidden a little bit, and then he's big-thighed, explosive, and then bam, he's out. And he is, like, I liked him a lot.
5'9", 228.
5'9", 228.
Rolling ball of Ginsu knives right there.
Yes, a rolling ball of butcher knives right there. He was great several times in blitz pickup, so he affects the game without the ball in his hands. He's an explosive guy, but the biggest thing is the inside run, the jump cuts inside, avoiding pressure, and then he's a big-time player from the standpoint of let me go get you a dirty 4. And if it's open, he reads the blocking schemes well and stuff, and then he can explode outside to get that done.
I like it. I like it.
And then Payton Allen from Penn State. He is 5'11", 219, another big guy. Again, another downhill type of guy, one-cut run guy, not very fast. Like, there's not a lot of explosive. He's a good inside runner, Mike, but he's one of those guys. His comp would be Michael Robinson or Brian Robinson Jr. Brian Robinson, he's tall, 5'11", 219 pounds, is never going to outrun anybody. So he's going to, when he explodes and gets out, it's going to be 35, 40 yards. He's going to get reeled in on a consistent basis. But I really liked his ability to read the line of scrimmage, to read the blocking schemes, and to understand I'm not that fast. So I have got to take my first opportunity to turn it up and get up. Even in the wide zone stuff that they run and some of the power, the counter stuff they run, that dude, even on outside entry plays where you're entering the outside C gap, he's still trying to get it upfield. At the first opportunity to put my foot in the ground and get upfield, I'm getting upfield. And that tells me I understand what my weaknesses are. I'm not that fast. So Brian Robinson Jr., if you've ever watched him, and he's a guy I really like. He's still a free agent,
he's
by
still
the way.
out there, yeah.
He is. But he'll put his bean on you. I like that about him. So I really like that.
By the way, Katron Allen, 4 years, all at Penn State.
Yeah.
In an NIL portal world, he has not moved. The only, I think, red flag with him, a lot of usage with the Nittany Lions. 770 carries in college.
210 last year for 1,303 yards, 6.2 yards per carry.
15 TDs.
Yeah, but he is not going to break one.
Okay.
He's not going to break one.
Anybody else?
All right, Mike Washington Jr. was the last guy I did. 6'2", 228.
From?
Arkansas.
Woo,
Arkansas. 167 carries, 1,070 yards. He splits time with number 0. I don't know who he is. But he's 2 series, then number 0 comes in.
Okay.
And he takes a series. And then number 4, who is Mike Washington Jr., comes in, and then 0 comes in. So now he, at the Combine, apparently I read, he ran a 4.33. So he's an explosive, which would be the first thing I would say. That would be a red flag for me for a running back.
Oh. Too fast?
I can
Combine
outrun.
guy?
Yeah, I outrun everybody. I don't, I always get to the outside. I can just run faster than everybody. I'm just going to sprint to the wide side of the field and get myself 7 yards. And so that always concerns me. But I thought he was a really good inside runner. Now, you've got to understand Arkansas has a running quarterback. So really, the inside runs are all read zone stuff. So a lot of it is spread offense, read zone, favorable number counts. You're going against light boxes all the time. But I liked him as an inside runner. I liked his power. There was one play I charted where he got essentially contacted at the line of scrimmage on kind of a little fold block inside. It was like a delayed draw. And the linebacker hit him right at the line of scrimmage, so did the defensive lineman, and he carried him for 7 yards. The two guys, he's got some power to him. The one thing that was really interesting is on film, I thought what he did well was really the inside stuff, the read zone stuff. I thought he was explosive, really doing a good job attacking the middle of the field. And once he breaks second level, then he'll pop outside. Which is always, to me, when you enter in like the B gap, and then in the NFL, then you pop to the numbers, you pop to the hashes, and then you make somebody miss. You pop to the numbers, and then you pop to the sideline. That's how the big runs usually happen. Like that's what he. So he has some of that in him. But here's the thing that was crazy. Now I only watched 3 games, so it's a small sample size, right? But here was the crazy thing. I saw him on a couple breakout runs. He got run down, and one of the notes I put to myself is, one, he doesn't affect the ball. He doesn't affect the game without the ball in his hands. He was soft as microwave butter in blitz pickup. So that is really, and then he's 228 pounds, and you're like, dude, put your nose on somebody. That, and then at that fast, with that amount of speed, he doesn't play that fast on film.
Right.
He's not as explosive. I looked at 4.33, and I'm like, dude, you don't know how to run safeties.
Right.
They catch you down the sideline. He had a couple breakout runs in the 3 games I watched, and he got caught. He got reeled in on every one of them.
There were guys that would run like receivers or running backs, that, like a Terrell Davis, that would run probably 4.5s, 4.6s.
TD was like 4.65, and you're not catching
and you
it.
never caught him.
Right.
Right? So let me ask you this question then. Great job, great breakdown, introducing us to some names we're going to hear as we get closer to the draft. The Broncos pick number 30 in the second round. Doesn't sound like Jadarian Price would be available there. Any of these other running backs you'd feel comfortable taking at that spot, or would you wait later, maybe use one of your 4th-round picks on one of these guys, assuming they don't move up?
There's a couple other guys I want to look at, but the one dude that intrigues me is Jonah Coleman from Washington.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah, he's 5'8", 5'9", 228 pounds. A bowling ball of butcher knives. Like he intrigues me, and he did some things I thought well without the ball in his hand. So those things, I'm always kind of looking for those things. But the other guys like the Mike Washington Jr. guy is intriguing, but it bothers me when you look like a non-participant in blitz pickup. Like you can't be an every down back if the defensive coordinator says every time this dude is in and they're in some type of passing formation, we're blitzing him.
Yeah,
we're blitzing him.
Good job. Nice job there on a special Telestrator Tuesday as we take a look at some of the other running backs that are going to be in play, possibly for the Broncos for the draft. Time for 4 Down Territory.
It's time for 4 Down Territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with First Down.
The Avalanche lose in a shootout to the Dallas Stars, 2-1, and the Avs lead in the Central Division. Lead for the best record in hockey is cut to 2 points. The Avs continue to have a game in hand. They go on the road for the next 4, starting tomorrow in Chicago. But quite the achievement for Cale Makar, the best defenseman on the planet, as he scored the Avs goal, his 20th of the season. That makes it 3 straight years in which Cale Makar has reached 20-plus goals. First defenseman to do that in 34 years.
Yeah, I mean, for me, very fortunate to be in a spot like this with so many amazing players around me especially on this team, and the confidence that the guys give around day in, day out is great. So you just try and feed off that, and for me, the individual stuff comes in with all the team success. So it's a credit to everybody in this room. It's definitely not just me.
I've said it before. This guy, when it's all said and done, I believe is going to go down as the greatest defenseman to play the game since Bobby Orr.
Does it bother anybody else that he gets red cheeks? There's that's got to be some type of science thing. Like people that
when you exert,
and you get really red cheeks,
yeah.
Like where your cheeks are way redder than the rest of your face.
Yeah,
he's a red cheek guy.
He is a red cheek guy.
It's always bothered me.
But you're like a erect nipple guy all the time too. So
no.
How do you explain that?
It's a medical condition.
Oh, gross.
I think it's called nippleitis.
Yeah.
But he's got...
Did not have erect nipples on your bingo card for today, did you, everybody?
No, but I just am saying, does it bother anybody else out there? Get us on the text line about the red cheeks.
No, I like the red cheeks.
You do?
Yeah, I think it's
distinctive. The red cheek guys always bothered me a little bit.
It kind of makes him even into more of like a baby-faced assassin. You know, he's already got a baby face, and then he gets the red
why
cheeks,
does
and
not-
then you're
why does not-
you're like, who is this guy? And then you realize, oh my God, this is the baddest, on the
but
planet.
why does not everything else get flushed? Just the cheeks
Maybe
flush.
it does.
Well, I'm underneath those breezers. Is that what you're?
Bow chicka bow.
Like how about the two cheeks we can't see? Do those get red too? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like a bushel of apples
I don't
down
know.
there.
Next.
Oh my.
Next in 4 down, the Nuggets lose to Memphis. Memphis. Now, this was a rescheduled game after a game that was called for weather earlier in the season. It ended up being a back-to-back. Oh, the dreaded back-to-back. And I saw all the stats that the Nuggets have played the most games with the shortest rest in the NBA. And you had people already before the game, we didn't get in until 4:30, head on the pillow type. I mean, come on. I mean, you had a glorified scrimmage on Tuesday night against Philly. Your starters didn't play
They took the fourth
much,
quarter
if at
off.
all, the fourth quarter. No excuse, David Adelman. No excuse.
Energy, focus, really, really bad loss for us. And I give them credit. They played super fast. They played how they play. There's no excuses with this. I knew we'd be somewhat tired and lethargic, but it's a long game. There's a lot of time to get yourself involved in the game.
On one hand, he says there's no excuses, but then he says, I knew we'd be somewhat tired or lethargic. Almost like,
Right.
it is the self-fulfilling prophecy. You put it out there enough.
Right.
Hey, guys, listen, it's a back-to-back, make sure you bring the energy. I mean, you start to put that stuff out there, and in a league in basketball, which is so embarrassing for this league, which increasingly looks for excuses to not have to play hard, don't give them any. Don't even give them a taste of it.
No excuses. No what? Do your job. What did Michael Malone say? No excuses. No,
No excuses, no explanations. Do your job.
explanation.
Yeah.
Do your job. Like, exactly. Up all night with a crying baby, I don't give a bleep. I don't want to hear. I don't know. Maybe it's my football mentality. Maybe it's just the way I was coached. There are no. You tired? Oh, you tired? You had a tough night last night? Oh, we had to fly across the country after a snowstorm and get in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had to play the 1 o'clock game. You won't push it back to the 4 o'clock game? Tough. Go out and do your job. Go out and play hard. And you had that back-to-back is not – you didn't play the fourth quarter. It was the breeziest game in the history of the NFL against the Sixers, who brought their G League team into town and just showed up to cash a check. I don't even want. I'm tired of. Well, it's hard, and we had to bring the energy, and we just didn't have it, and the pillows were hard, and our guys didn't sleep well, and somebody had a stiff neck, and stop.
Next in 4 down territory. So Ryan Staub, who was a quarterback that was part of the quarterback carousel this past year at CU, he transferred. He's at Tennessee, and he was asked his early impressions of the coaching that he's getting at Tennessee.
In my 3 years of playing college football, I haven't had as much coaching as I've had in the first month that I've been here. So every time he pulls me to the side after a rep and talks to me about my feet or my base or the way my off arm was on the throw or whatever happened on the rep, it's cool. It's a lot of special coaching. I haven't been coached this much, and again, I'm just trying to learn as much as I can and improve.
More fuel for the fire for the anti-Dion crowd out there.
I can just hear it now. Foolishness.
Bull junk. Ryan Staub doesn't believe.
Yeah, he don't believe.
Come on, dog.
I'm going to say, I say this all the time, Mike. I say this in NFL, the NFL parlance, in the NFL circles. There's a lot of bad coaching. And I know there's a lot of bad coaching in the college game as well. And so, you've got to be a self-motivated guy. But man, I always look back, and I've talked about this before, but how fortunate and blessed was I. Now, my coaches were a bunch of hard asses, but going back to my college coach, Dan Cazzetto, my first coach, Joe Bugle in the NFL, my second coach, Jim Hannafin. These are all legends of the game. And then Alex Gibbs. God rest all their souls. I was coached by unbelievably demanding, both in the classroom and on the field, coaches. And I can't even begin to tell you what a difference that makes. And some guys, some Hall of Fame talents go to places where they don't get they're not dealt with properly from a coaching standpoint, and they never truly develop, and they're wasted.
Yeah, in this case, especially in this portal world, guys move from one place to another. I'm not surprised that they're going to talk up the place that they're at now, and in the process maybe bash the old program on the way out. Mm-hmm. But his words do resonate because we've seen it. And everything you want to say about Deion, master recruiter, marketer, hype machine, all of that. A+ across the board. But when it comes to just as a coach, and more importantly, the staff that he's built, it's been awful. Now, great player, terrible coach. Yes, I endorse that again. But the good news is it does seem like when you look at what Deion's doing with his staff for this year, that there is more of an emphasis on building a college football coaching staff rather than whatever the heck that thing was the last couple of years.
That'd be good because that's what needs to happen. You have got to coach your players. And let's face it, at CU, I mean, you have got to be you're going to get talent, Mike, right? You're going to get talent. But, man, you got to coach that talent up. And you got to have them in the right place, and you got to have an identity of what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to be. That needs to happen at CU.
Coming up, got to hear from Jaylen Waddle for the first time since the trade. What was the most obvious thing that came across? We'll tell you next.
The Denver Broncos have a new dynamic duo at wide receiver.
Cortland's the X, into the boundary, on the line of scrimmage. Waddle's the Z, off the line of scrimmage, fast, in and out of breaks. This is Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, getting those testosterone levels checked and if needed boosted at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, always a great idea. But right now, Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic is offering even more. They're helping men go further with targeted body composition plans designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. These body composition plans, they include all these scientific terms, GH peptides, GLP-1, PDA, and more. I'm not going to even try to explain what they do. I'll leave that to the experts at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. But as much as they have the science of low T down pat, here's what really stands out about them. Their professionalism. They're so courteous. They understand that this may be a big step for you. They make you feel comfortable with this big move. Early to mid-30s, we guys start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. Symptoms are gradual, but they're there. Loss of energy, poor sleep, feeling sad or depressed, loss of sex drive. Schedule a consult, just $99. Get those T levels checked and treated. Ask about those 4 new body composition plans. 5 locations to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Just call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
High five! Up top! Dave's company just got the 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Yeah! It's 5 years of gig speed internet, advanced security, and a great rate that won't change. All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Heck yeah! He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread. Yes! The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! For a limited time, now through March 29th, switch to Comcast Business to lock in your rate for 5 years and get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Or ask how to get started with 150 megabit internet and Security Edge for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Don't wait. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. Paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account required. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees.
Let me ask you something.
Is your money doing everything it can for you?
I don't know. How would I know?
Is it automatically saving for special events and keeping you posted on its progress? Like at Huntington Bank?
Oh, no.
Is it tracking your spending so you can make the best choices at the mall?
Nope.
Or setting limits on your teenager's debit card?
Definitely not.
Then it could certainly be doing more.
Yeah, sure sounds like it.
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Dynasties are rare. They take consistency, integrity, and a commitment that spans generations. Silterhar Motors has been Colorado's most trusted dealership for 66 years. That's not luck, that's a dynasty. Built on doing business the right way, treating customers like neighbors. While the madness unfolds on the court, Truck Month is happening. Get 0% financing for 72 months, 0 down, and you won't make a payment for 90 days on select F-150s. Plus, get up to $6,000 cash back on popular Ford Explorer and Broncos. See their full inventory at sthmotors.com. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Jacob's Law and 303 Law 4040. I want to tell you about one of the cases I'm most proud of. And it's not because the number is eye-popping, although it is. It's because the clients trusted us to get them justice, and we delivered for them. Our clients were a wonderful couple, weren't looking to get rich. In fact, they kept saying, Dan, we're not looking to set any records here. But they were seriously injured, and despite promising to take care of them, when it came time to do the right thing, the insurance companies played hardball. We set it for trial and wound up getting $8.5 million. Plus, my lovely wife, Kimberly, was able to get all of their medical bills wiped out, putting hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in the clients' pockets. We were proud to help because our clients were good-hearted people who deserved justice. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we are here to help at 303 Law 4040, where you always get to meet directly with me and my lovely wife, Kimberly. Save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303 Law 4040.
When water, fire, or mold turn your home upside down, don't panic.
Bring Able to the table.
Able Restoration responds fast, secures your property, and handles everything from mitigation to full rebuild. One call, one team, start to finish. They work with your insurance, communicate clearly, and treat your home like it's their own. Because when it's time to protect what matters most, don't just hire anyone.
Bring Able to the table.
Call 303-590-5600.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan, powered by Waterloo Turf Denver. Get your Saturdays back.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Job shaving.
You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver.
Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies. Of
course.
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, here we go. Beautiful Thursday morning out there. We're in full lather right now. I mean, it was a little bit of a sluggish start this morning. You were tired but punchy tired.
Yeah.
Which is always the best.
Fire.
That was always the best. That's the best Mark Schlereth.
Yeah, I was on fire.
On the radio, punchy Mark. But yeah, late last night, that was playoff hockey through and through for 60 minutes, and then you have to get into the gimmick that is overtime. Unfortunate way to have to settle a hockey game, but all three games with Dallas this year have been settled that way in shootouts. But we'll get to that in a second. No Stoke today, but feeling hopeful that he's back tomorrow. Today is the first day of March Madness, and I don't know about you. Like, when you think about, like, some of the best days in sports.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about weekend days, like opening day in baseball. Doesn't matter. If it's on a Thursday or Friday, who cares? Opening day is awesome, right?
Right.
First day of the Masters, Thursday at the Masters is always really cool.
Uh-huh.
But for me, one of the best days on the sporting calendar is the first day of March Madness, when you have hoops all day long. Now, played by a bunch of teams, you don't know anybody on the team.
Correct.
Such is the way of college basketball, but that's okay. It's here. It's glorious. The brackets hopefully are filled out. You even filled out your bracket.
Which is nothing short of a miracle. That luckily, somehow, on my phone, when I go to 104.3 The Fan, I face, so your face knows your password. It matches your face. Which I'm surprised, because my face is quite a bit thinner than when I set the password.
your old face did not have the kind of the cheekbones.
My jawline has suddenly returned.
Yes.
So
it was just kind of like a blob.
I started the show at
now it's blue steel.
Right. I started the show at 17 pounds down. I lost 17 pounds. Right now, currently, I'm 18 pounds down.
Yeah. I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Anyway, great day today.
Yeah.
College hoops. Idaho.
Vandals tonight.
Tonight against
Another
Houston.
late night for me.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Do you know how to find True TV?
Yeah, you take your remote
and C.
No, all you do is you hit the little voice button.
The voice thing too.
And you go True TV, or you go
Science.
Idaho. Vandals.
Vandal. It's gonna be great.
Gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Well, enjoy your hoops today, and if it means a longer lunch than normal, getting out of work a little earlier, hey. Whatever.
Do you go just home, or do you go somewhere? Do you go?
No, I'll just go home. But boy, this is one of those days where
did you used to go out and?
Oh, we used to do some. We used to do some we did some guys flight out trips to Vegas for the first 2 days of the tournament.
Yeah.
Wow, that's that's bucket list type stuff. I mean, if you got the time and the resources to do it. To be able to go to a place like Vegas and be there
just in the
sport book,
yeah,
ready to go for the first game Thursday, and you're just got hoops all day long. Oh, not much better, man. Not much better as a sports fan. Yeah! Not much better. We heard from Jaylen Waddle for the first time since the trade. And, well, let's just hear a little bit of Jaylen Waddle because there was a distinct impression that I got listening to him talk yesterday.
I wouldn't say nothing personal. I would say for the team, just take it week by week and, try to go out there and play a good brand of football and, try to stack some wins together.
This was a guy, if you listen to his Zoom call as I did yesterday, boy, he is not your diva wide receiver. This is a guy who comes across as humble. Yeah. This is a guy who comes across as hardworking. This is a guy who comes across as I do not need to be the star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And It struck me this is a guy who will fit seamlessly into the Broncos culture that they have carefully cultivated and built over the last couple of years. And it also makes me kind of laugh at all the talk around here to the idea that they were actively and should actively pursue a guy like A.J. Brown, who he just doesn't fit. He just doesn't fit.
Right. Doesn't fit. And maybe it's not all... maybe it's not all A.J. Brown's fault. Maybe there's other things going on in the Philadelphia Eagles organization, which you hear the rumblings. And
we're going to have systems.
And you hear all the stuff. But the
Rock,
bottom
paper,
line.
scissors. Let's see how competitive you are.
There's two things. One, A.J. Brown plays the same position as Courtland Sutton. So that wasn't a fit. And it's not like A.J. Brown is going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll be versatile. I'll play out there at the Z, or I'll motion into the F, or I'll do whatever. This is what Jaylen Waddle does. He just moves all around the football field, and he can play multiple positions, and that's one of the strengths and one of the kind of the hidden parts of Jaylen Waddle's game. And so, the other thing is, Mike, when you look at, I was watching a highlight that popped up on the screen up here on the television. And, you think of him as being a separation guy and down the field guy, which he is. He can do all those things. But I watched him call what we call just a drift route. And all that is like a single-side receiver, 10-yard in-cutting route, right? And that's the one route that Tua throws better than anybody else in football. And it's just an anticipatory route. You're going to run into this window underneath, and Tua hits him in stride, and Waddle just turns it across the field, turns it up, and it's literally a 10-yard toss that turned into a 40-yard touchdown just because he just outran everybody. And so he brings you that type of versatility where he'll catch the ball between, in the linebacker area, in the second level, the intermediate passing area on the low crosses, and and the basic routes and all those things, the drift and all the things that you run underneath there, the curls and the comeback. Like, he'll do all those things for you, and he can do them from multiple positions. So, you never wish injury on anybody, but let's say Cortland Sutton gets injured. Could he go out there and play X for you? You're damn right he could. He'll know it, and he can go out there and play it. Oh, we need somebody in the slot. We're just okay, we'll put Franklin outside or put Pat Bryant outside. I'll play the slot. He's got that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Andrew Mason wrote about this at DenverSports.com, and I didn't think of it right away, but he makes a pretty compelling case. The wide receiver duo of Jaylen Waddle and Cortland Sutton, how's it rank among the top wide receiver duos out there in the NFL?
It's a good question.
If you think about number one, right off the top of my head, boy, I don't know if you do much better than Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
I don't think you can. I think that's everybody's number one, right?
Right. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
They got to be right up there. Those guys are phenomenal players.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. But then once you
Who's in Minnesota? Who's along with?
Well, Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
Okay.
But
yeah.
So if those are easily your top 5 or 6 pass catching wide receiver duos in the NFL, where would Jaylen Waddle and Cortland Sutton rate?
They would probably be. You'd have to put them in the top 12 somewhere.
Oh, Mark, higher than that. Come on. Oh, I was going to go like top 7.
Well, now you got me. Now you got me wondering. Now I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need 4 or 5 more minutes to look at all these receivers. That's what I'm gonna need.
His ceiling is established. He can't be that guy.
I don't have the pad. The pad's a little wonky
today.
today.
Need 4 or 5 more.
Are we doing it? All right. All right. Ty's got it. Ty's on it.
All right. I like that. I mean, when you start talking about Smith and Jigba and Rashid Shaheed, that's a pretty dynamic duo. Now that Mike Evans and Christian Kirk are in San Francisco, that's pretty good off the top of my head. You already mentioned the Rams. Nobody in the NFC South. I know that division like the back of my hand, and I'm just going to tell you right now, nope. So yeah, that's it. I mean,
I'd say easily top 10, and now you start parsing it out to top 8, top 7. But, but easily top 10 for me.
Well, without really looking at it, I would think that it would be, Dallas. We didn't say Dallas, CeeDee Lamb, and I don't like Pickens, but Pickens is a big play waiting to happen. I guess if you're just
looking at a production, yeah.
I mean, that's, you got to look at that. Jacksonville, no. Houston.
No.
Nico Collins, yeah. Tank Dell's coming back, but who knows what he's going to look like.
You're talking about 2. You got to for the.
Oh, I like Pittsburgh right now with DK and Pittman. DK and Pittman.
I mean, it's got to be 2 receivers that you look up and you would not be surprised at all if both were over 1,000 yards.
Right. No, I 100% agree with nobody from Baltimore, because everybody in Baltimore thinks that they've never given Lamar a chance to win. So you can't not in Baltimore.
Right.
They don't even get receivers.
How about DJ Moore and Khalil Shakir?
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got that. Last night, the Avalanche lose the shootout to Dallas, but the team was very upbeat after the game with the way that they played, Cale Makar.
Yeah, obviously they're really stingy defensively. I felt like we did a great job tonight, finding a couple areas where we got a couple opportunities around the net. And then same for our team. I felt like our defensive habits tonight were great. That's a great template moving forward for us for sure.
So the message that was coming out of that locker room afterwards from Makar, Jared Bednar, was, hey, And Bednar said this again yesterday. He said, look, I'm you may not like this, but I'm not somebody that's always just going to be about was it a win or was it a loss. I am going to look at the way we played. And in his mind, this was like a process game. It wasn't the fact that they lost a shootout. In his mind, it was more about them getting back to who they are and playing the game that they're capable of. So let me ask you, does that sound like, come on now, you're trying to look for a moral victory? And when you start to get to the point where you're looking for moral victories, that means things are not going in the right direction? Or can you look at it as, hey, they may not have won the game and the lead over Dallas has been cut to 2 points, but the bigger takeaway is you keep playing that way, you're going to be just fine.
I do think, and I've told you before, man, I've had some times where I came out of a game that we lost and thought, damn, we're a good team. We're a really good team. You know, we got to clean this up or we got to do this, but we're damn good. And I think you come out, like I just look at that game and saying, all right, if you don't face Dallas in the playoffs, you're going straight to the Stanley Cup. Dallas is the one team, the way they play, and Cale Makar mentioned it, they're stingy on defense. It's just the way they play can be a really frustrating game for the Avs because they use their size, they use their ability to clog the ice, they use their mentality of we don't really care if you outshoot us 2-1. We are not giving anything up in front of our goaltender. And we are going to be so good. They're really, like, you can tell how well coached they are by how they just close down lanes and don't let you get pucks across the ice. And I just, like, that's a frustrating matchup because I thought the Avs dominated that game. I thought they dominated the offensive.
I'm the one that's supposedly the Stars guy. Listen to you pumping up the Stars tires. The Avalanche thoroughly outplayed them. And if it was not for Jake Ottinger, I mean, you could talk all you want about how stingy Dallas is. The Avs had several grade A chances that Ottinger was just really good.
Yeah.
I mean, if Ottinger is not playing an elite game last night, that is an Avalanche comfortable 4-1 win.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No, you're right.
They lost.
You're right. But I'm just telling you that what I saw from them that last night, there was
clearly
they tightened up defensively. They were physical. They were giving as good as they got. I mean, that was good, hard hitting, finish your checks type hockey yesterday.
I see what's going on.
And
Johnny,
they had a power play goal. No, you continue to play that way. You're going to be just fine.
I see what's going on here. You've gotten a lot of heat because Dallas is your favorite team. You've gotten a lot of heat, and now you see an opportunity.
I don't feel heat.
You see an opportunity to flip it on its head.
No.
You see an opportunity to say, hey, let me go ahead and just pump the Avs tires.
No.
They lost. Let me pump their tires.
I'm not pumping their tires.
Just to get people off the scent.
He's a fraud.
They were the better team.
I know.
And I'm not.
I'm saying that. I'm just saying their style of hockey is very frustrating to watch. The way they play, and Ottinger was great, but
I disagree with you. I just think Dallas, what makes Dallas.
You don't think Dallas's style of hockey is frustrating?
I think their goalie is frustrating.
No, I think it's a lot more frustrating. There were so many passes through the slot that they deflected.
And they blocked a lot of shots, too.
Yeah,
I mean, they had like 15, 16 blocks.
At one point, there was 14 total blocks in the game, and they had 12 of them.
Yep.
Like, it's frustrating.
Yeah, but you outshoot them 31-14 in regulation, then factor in all those shots that were blocked that didn't even get through. Mm-hmm. It just shows that the Avalanche were controlling the play, and I feel pretty good about their game that they played yesterday coming out of it. And they've got the 2-point lead. They still have the game in hand. They'll get that game in hand tomorrow when they play Chicago. First of a 4-game road trip. Chicago. They should beat Chicago. And now you're up. You're playing the same number of games as Dallas, and you're up by 4.
You know what we need to do?
What's that?
Remember when Jason Giambi had the golden thong?
The golden thong.
You know, when you were scuffing at the plate,
Yeah.
you were in a little bit of a slump.
You got the golden thong.
You got the golden thong. You had to wear that around.
Mm-hmm. Slump buster.
Slump buster. You need to present to the Avs Uncle Billy skates.
I thought you were going to ask me to ask Cecil for one of his thongs.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Dude, there's just no way.
There's a lot of things.
I will die on this hill.
There's a lot of things that I'll admit to, that I have admitted to. But that's next level.
That's just gross. It's just gross.
Wow. And for you to say that.
Well, I mean,
the guy
I'm
whose
thinking
nickname
about
is Stink because he used to pee himself on the
I'm
field.
I'm just thinking about
For you to say it's gross.
It's just not. It's not. It can't be sanitary.
The Nuggets lose in Memphis. Back-to-back. Oh, the back-to-back. And we heard it yesterday. We heard it even before the game. I already started to see the tweets come out. Oh, we didn't get in until 4:30. Oh, the head didn't hit the pillow till 5. And it was almost like, okay. It's like you're preparing everybody. You're conditioning everybody for the scheduled loss that we see so often in the NBA. And what do you know? The Nuggets did go out and lose, and David Adelman was left to try to explain the inexplainable.
I understand what happens with scheduling, all those things, but you can control turnovers, you can control getting back, you can control rebounding. So the 29 fast break points, 12 offensive rebounds, a lot of areas that we had talked about this morning, we had to shore up to win the game. We didn't do it, and give their guys credit.
Here's what I hate about that statement. I mean, it is the built-in excuse, as you've mentioned, right? But we have watched them, this ebb and flow, this up and down nature to the Nuggets, where this isn't unique to a back-to-back, oh, we were tired and our pillows were hard. We've watched them give up offensive rebounds. We've watched them not get back on defense. This is not a one-off. This is standard operating procedure. When have we seen the Nuggets from the opening tip to the end of the game just play hard nose, don't miss out, effort on the defensive end of the court without lulls in there? And the answer is maybe you've seen it. I haven't seen it. Maybe you've watched a lot more games than I have. I haven't seen it, but I've watched quite a few games.
And I saw it after the game last night. People are like throwing up. They're like disgusted. They've had it. Got a lot of. This is the loss that proves to me that the Nuggets don't have what it takes to be a contender. And our guy, poor James Marilat, just
he's
lost his mind.
You're fired. The kids are on spring break.
Forget about a
bouncy castles and the
Michael
whole 9
Malone
yards.
Rage timeout. These were rage tweets right after the game. Here we go. Here's one. Fire Adelman, trade Jokic, trade Jamal, reboot and rebuild. Time to go OKC style. This team doesn't have it. Then he cooled down and then came back with, we're a month away from blowing up the Nuggets. Every coach, every player, everyone is in play. Well, okay, let me try to be the calming voice of reason here. Who are the Nuggets? Are they the team that inexplicably goes out on a back-to-back in Memphis against a team that's lost 8 in a row and just doesn't show up? Or are they the team that goes head-to-head with Oklahoma City for 2 games right down to the end, that goes into and beats in back-to-back nights Houston and San Antonio? I mean, you tell me what you think this team is. Is that the Nuggets? The ones that went up against the best in the West and showed themselves really well? Or is it the one that lost on a back-to-back against the Memphis Grizzlies? I still believe it's the team that we saw during this 6-game stretch, which looked like at times they could compete against anybody.
I'm going to just give you my philosophy of preseason games, because the NBA season's like a preseason, depending on who you're playing and all those things. Like, what I used to say all the time is the games don't count, but they matter. They matter. And it matters to me that you just take a scheduled loss because you feel sorry for yourself because you didn't get enough sleep.
That's the league, though, Mark. That's the league, and that's the football guy in you coming out.
I understand that,
and you're blasting the Nuggets for it, and I understand it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And the Nuggets aren't the only team. There is, other than maybe Oklahoma City, there's not another team, or maybe San Antonio right now this year. There's very few teams in the NBA that are immune from that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's the way it is. But you're not dealing with back-to-backs in Memphis in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I get it. So you're looking at what you lose to Philadelphia. They're barely a 500 team, right? And then you lose to Memphis. Where are they?
Well,
they're 20.
Really, you beat Philadelphia.
Yeah, excuse me, you beat Philadelphia, but they didn't. They showed up with their G League team, right? That's right. And then you lose. Then you lose to Memphis, who's 22 and 42 or 44 or something like that, right? Like again, you won a team that didn't show up because they took a scheduled night off, so it wasn't like it was extreme effort. And then you go to Memphis and you get in late, and it's just like. The whole thing to me is the tough teams, that's a game you just go out and you just say, hey, man, we're going to go out there and thump these guys because they're not any good.
I just don't know how many teams in the NBA
Let me ask you this.
Have that mindset.
Would the Thunder have rolled over on that game?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
That's just,
But the Thunder have also made it pretty clear the one team that they respect the most out there in the NBA and probably fear is still the Nuggets.
The Nuggets have played them tough. There's no question. Took them 7 last year.
Possible running backs in the draft for the Broncos. We'll hear from one of them, a Golden Domer, next.
With the addition of Jaylen Waddle, can Bo Nix get to a passing number that would put him among the elite quarterbacks in the NFL?
Can he get to that 4,000-yard mark? These elite top-tier quarterbacks kind of live there. The 4,500, 5,000 on the top-tier level of passing yards for a year. They add Jaylen Waddle. They led the league in pass attempts last year. Why wouldn't they flirt with that number?
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening, fellas? Stoke here from my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Fellas, sex, intimacy, and love are essential to fulfilling relationships, right? Erectile dysfunction can take a serious toll, stilling enjoyment, weakening intimacy, and placing stress on partners that can feel overwhelming. But ED doesn't have to continue impacting your relationship. My friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can get you taken care of. Jeff and his team, they're the absolute best. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. And my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, their treatments work when the pills or the herbals fail. They've served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that bring you closer together. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has 5 locations right here in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call them 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900, or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Dynasties are rare. They take consistency, integrity, and a commitment that spans generations. Silterhar Motors has been Colorado's most trusted dealership for 66 years. That's not luck, that's a dynasty. Built on doing business the right way, treating customers like neighbors. While the madness unfolds on the court, Truck Month is happening. Get 0% financing for 72 months, 0 down, and you won't make a payment for 90 days on select F-150s. Plus, get up to $6,000 cash back on popular Ford Explorer and Broncos. See their full inventory at sthmotors.com. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Colorado! Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Guys, we've had the driest winter in decades, over 50 years in some areas, and that means a higher wildfire risk. Now's the time to protect your home. 5280 Exteriors installs fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance upgrades built to handle Colorado's extreme weather. Choose James Hardy siding, Timber Tech decking, and Pella Impervia fiberglass windows. Plus, get 60 months no-interest financing. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Operator, won't you put me on through? I gotta send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up, won't you put her on the line? I gotta
Good chance we get Stoke back tomorrow. We miss him. Don't know where he is. Don't know what he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Does have his phone with him, though.
Yeah, his phone doesn't click on till late at night.
Right.
By the way, I blame you.
Me? You blame me?
I blame
for Stoke?
No, I blame you for not having the soundboard. I think it was your chubby sausage fingers